And hello, this is Wakasm Plays Kingdom Rush Rift in Time Campaign Scenario 2. And hello, I'm Wakasm. I am back again with Scenario 2 of Kingdom Rush Rift in Time. Yes, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so I already previously uploaded Scenario 1, so if you want to go ahead and watch that. That's already up on the channel. This is a campaign game, although, not too much story going on in this game in terms of like needing to follow. You could probably just, for the most part, watch any of these scenarios and get an understanding of how the game is and how crazy it might get. But yeah, this is scenario 2. The last time I did pretty well. I ended up winning basically on heroic difficulty. As I mentioned last time, I am kind of playing with one house rule in terms of scoring. The game normally wants you to pick your difficulty before you even start the game. So it wants you to say like, hey, I'm going to play on heroic difficulty, or I'm going to play on easy, normal, hard, or even iron mode. There's all these different kinds of difficulties that you can play in. I am kind of doing the reverse of that. Basically disqualifying myself if I do any of the things that bring me under the threshold for any of those. So for instance, if I take even 1 damage, I get locked out of heroic, because heroic requires you to, win with only 1 health. If I take 4 damage, I lose 3 stars, go down to 2 stars, go down to 1 stars at 4, 8, and 12 if I do really bad. And in addition, there's this thing called iron mode, which has like an additional qualifier. And as long as those can be done on the fly too, I'll just include them in terms of my overall score. If I don't do the thing, or if I do the thing, then I qualify and don't qualify. So we'll talk about it for this scenario. But first, let me kind of explain what I'm even talking about. This is the campaign. As you can see, I did the first one. I got 3 stars. I took no damage. There are little wings on the side of that little flag there that indicates that I beat it in heroic. There's 2 other things that I could potentially have there. I could have a kind of like an iron, like where the little shield is can turn iron. If you have the physical game, these are stickers. I'm obviously doing it digitally on my screen, but you would put like a iron sticker if you did the iron mode. Although once you get to like the expansion stuff, the 4 campaign there, like the iron kind of goes, it's the same color as the white stuff, so you'll see what that looks like. It's a little bit weird, but yeah. And then there's even one more sticker you could put on there, which comes from the spider expansion, where you could replay these with additional hard modifiers, and if you beat that, you can add like a cobweb to it. So yeah, there's a lot of stickers to track your campaign. It's kind of fun. Like I said, I'm doing it digitally because I'm recording this and streaming, but there is a whole like sticker sheet that goes with it. Maybe I should pull that out next time to kind of show what that looks like, but it's basically this but with stickers. So yeah, so now I am on to episode 2, they call it scenario 2, from past and future. I kind of took some of the heroes and made them into a little sticker, so you can kind of see them running down this path to kind of highlight where I am on my journey. Like the actual game, most of the stuff in the real video game, you only have to get 1 star to move on. So if I don't do well, I might still move on with the campaign regardless of how I do, but I will track how I do here, unless I get really stuck. So we'll see if I get stuck on any of these scenarios. They do look like they're going to get progressively harder and add more things. So let's talk about what today is adding. So first of all, back to, let's do it this way. First, let's cover the story from past and future. So here we go. Those first portals were just the beginning of something bigger. More have opened, and through them, more foes emerge by the moment. While the first portals brought Red Cap's last seen during the war with the Spider Goddess, from these newest ones, Shamia Keelers have emerged that we have never seen before. Perhaps these portals connect to our kingdom in the future as well as in the past. The details are not important right now. Rally the troops and end this threat before the time-bending magic gets out of hand. So, the iron challenge for this is there's a new unit, new bad guy unit called Healers. And basically what they do when they come out, if you don't cover them up, any damage that's on the tile at the end of the turn, they'll remove all the damage. So you kind of have to try to kill the heal, get damage on the healers early, which is probably going to mean using soldiers on them in most cases, not always, we'll see. But yeah, the Iron Challenge basically is, and I'll hold it here, hopefully I can get it in focus. Healers heal adjacent horde cards as well. So again, the way that I'm going to play it is if a healer heals, I can decide to make them heal adjacent and stick with the Iron Challenge, or if anytime I feel like, oh, well, that's too much, I can just make them act like normal healers, and then that will disqualify me for the Iron Challenge. Again, the only reason why I'm doing it that way is, again, I mean, even in the video game, you have to choose heroic versus iron. But in this, it's play as heroic and add iron, so you can kind of combine them. It's just to save me from, you know, doing the same mission over and over and over. If I'm doing well, I see no reason why not to score it this way. I do this with a lot of campaign stuff. You know, sure, I could play on normal, then replay again on hard, then replay again on heroic, and then replay on iron. But that's like 5 plays for the same mission. Now, if a mission's really hard, you might just need to do that to practice the mission. So again, just because I'm doing it for some of these easier missions doesn't mean that I'm gonna one-shot the entire campaign and get iron every single time. I didn't do it in the last game just because I was still learning the rules, but I think I got the rules down pretty well now. I don't know. You guys will hopefully have commented and told me if I made mistakes in my last playthrough. I have not learned or gotten comments saying that I have, because I don't even know if the video went up, but I don't have any comments yet by the time I'm recording this. So, you know, maybe by the 3rd or 4th scenario, I'll realize, oh, I've been playing this wrong the whole time. But that is what happens when you play solo. You don't have other people to correct you. It's what I do. Unfortunately, I make mistakes. I'm human. I try really hard, though, to learn the rules and play by the rules. So I try to give a good representation of how the game works. Anyway, we are going to get started. This is the map setup. I think I've set everything up correct. Let's kind of talk about what's going on. We have, in this mission, we have 2 spawning units at once. So we have one set of enemies coming from here, and then we also have another set of enemies coming from down here, which means that they're gonna kind of meet in the middle here. There we go. Can I zoom out? Did I set this up to zoom out? I think I did. Hopefully I did. Let's see. There you go. You can kind of see the whole thing. I could have played this sideways, but again, just the way the camera was set up, it was easier to play this long ways. So basically, they're all trying to march this way, and they're merging this way. There. That means, let's say these guys are here, and let's say these activate first, means that they will skip over and exit a lot faster in that like kind of merge point. So whenever we advance enemies, because this is the first spawning point, we're gonna basically go from here up to here, and then we'll go from here down to here, down each lane. So that's kind of the priority order of how they're going to march. But instead of spawning 2 enemies from the same lane like last time, we're spawning 1 enemy down each lane. Yeah, because there's 2 spawn points. I'm sticking with Hammer Fury this game, mostly because this game lets us start with 2 spells in solo. And let me just double check that I didn't forget anything. For solo, where is it? Every player count has its own setup, so yeah, in solo you start with 2, but if we were playing 3 players, everyone would have 1 spell. We start with 6 diamonds, and basically there are other spells, but I'm not allowed to take them yet. I was restricted to these 2 spells. So this first spell, unfortunately, is anyone hero recovers an ability, take another action. So, you know, that's obviously probably better when you have other heroes to help them refresh their abilities. But I guess, you know, I can use it on myself, and I could do an action and then 1 turn, and then I can refresh. Basically, I can get my Earthquake twice is what I'm trying to say. So Earthquake, basically, it's a melee attack. So I got to do it on the same space, just like my basic attack. But I can flip and turn the pieces. It's like an L-shaped piece instead of the full 4-piece. And then heroes in Malik space have protection. Protection is, if you can see it, I don't know how clearly it's coming through. Let's see, can we get it even clearer? Nope. That's as close as we're getting today. Heroes with protection do not take any damage until the end of the round. So yeah, so that's kind of a way to put a hero on a space, and if you're gonna kill them or kill the horde in that space, then you can not take damage. And again, remember for heroic, so again, there's 3 difficulties. There's easy, normal, hard. I think that's what they're called. They don't give them names in this, I don't think. They just give them like, okay, there's 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. We'll just call it that. We'll say it's easy, normal, hard. 1 star, 3 star requires me to, if I was playing the real way, start with 4 health. So in this, I'm playing it. If I take 4 health of damage, I would drop down to 2, another 4, down to 1, and then another 4. If I take the full 12 health, I lose the game. So it requires 12 health to lose. Heroic requires you take no damage at all, and you are not allowed to resurrect your heroes. So whole point of me saying that is this earthquake ability is kind of another way to help me prevent damage. If I can get it in focus. There we go. It's not really in the light though. There we go. Well, whatever. You guys can probably see it. That shield icon right there. So yeah. So it will be a little bit more helpful for preventing myself from dying. Otherwise, I'm allowed to die. It's just I can't respawn heroes. If I respawn a hero, then again, I'm basically disqualified for... If I take 8 damage or if I respawn a hero, I'm disqualified for heroic difficulty. Probably going to keep over-explaining that for a while because I'm sure that's going to be the one thing that people say, oh no, you got to pick and choose. Well, that's the one house rule that I'm making up for myself. Just to save myself some plays, potentially if I do really well. Okay, so have everything set up. Maybe in future games I will try different heroes, but I just don't got his abilities, so since I played him last time, I'm going to play him again so that, I can keep learning the game. And then we'll decide if I want to switch around heroes later on. It does say for solo not to use ranged characters. It's a little bit harder. I don't know, maybe I should have used Illyria for the first scenario and then switched it up to these melee characters. It gets harder. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get started. So, the way the game works is there's 6 things you do in a turn. The first thing that I have to do, and this is not on the board, it's just something that I have to do for solo, is I have to eliminate a color to build on. That's the restriction for solo when you're playing true solo. Normally when you play 2, 3, or 4 player, everyone gets a color and you can only build on those spaces. For solo, you basically have to choose a color, and whatever color you choose, you can't build on for that turn. And then the next turn, you have to pick one of the other 2 colors that you didn't build on the previous turn, and you got to keep going, just choosing a different color every round. I have these Quirkle pieces that I'm using to just indicate what spaces I'm choosing not to build on. And what do I want to do? So we have yellow, green, green, purple. I think we're going to... I don't know what the right answer is. I think we'll eliminate purple. No, we'll eliminate both of those green. Those are greens, right? Green, green, green. Actually, so wait, I gotta get my starting. That's what I forgot to do. I gotta get my starting towers. I guess it's always the same. It's gonna be an archer, an artillery, equipment. I don't know why they don't put this in order. Well, I guess maybe I could have put them in the box differently. Archer, mage, artillery, equipment. Wait, artillery, equipment. Oh, I put this back in the wrong thing. That's why. Equipment is the 2. Okay. There we go. I have to reach really far to do this. Okay, so these are my 4 cards. Okay, so let's zoom up. Let's get rid of my head for a little bit so we can see a little bit easier. So these are my 4 starting cards. I had more room before. I feel like more and more, as I play more of these scenarios, I'm gonna have less and less room. I'd have to come up with better places to show off my cards. But it's most comfortable for me down here right now. But we have this in the way, so it's gonna probably not be a good spot once the game gets moving. But anyway, these are the cards that I have to start with. So, based on that, we have a bunch of things we have to worry about right now. So, first things first, both of these have Swift, which means that they're going to move 2 spaces if I don't cover them up. So I have to worry about these 2 tiles. The one that's all the way at the beginning, I have to worry about a little bit too, but I don't think I have to worry about it as much. So that's something that I have to pay attention to. I have to at least get 1 damage on both of those. I also have to completely wipe out one of these hordes, otherwise I'm going to take some damage. And I don't have a tower here, so I think based on what I'm seeing, we are going to eliminate purple. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to put one of these on purple, purple, purple. Feels like a mistake. It feels like maybe I should be getting rid of green. I don't know. But I gotta pick one, so I'm just going with it, and I'm not gonna worry about it. We're sticking with our decisions. All right, so that's the first thing you have to do. That took a long time. It was like a 5-minute decision before the game even started. And I gotta do the beginning of every round, even before I spawn new heroes or new hordes. Next, I would spawn new hordes, but I'm not spawning any new hordes for the first round because they're already out. So now I get to play towers and hero cards. So I think we're going to first do some obvious stuff here, and I think we're going to use Hammer Fury right away. So we're going to use Hammer Fury, and I think we are just going to, what are we going to do? Let me activate the hero. I'll put him back. So I think we're just going to use him to go here, and I think we're going to use his Earthquake. And his Earthquake, like I said, lets us get one of these shapes, and I can kind of use it however I want as an L shape. And then I'm going to use archers. I'm going to put archers down right here, and we're going to finish off this space. So he's protected because he used Earthquake, and that horde is taken care of. So I think we're good. I could have used my basic attack, but there's no adjacent hordes, so I would have lost like 1 tile of damage there. But I wanted the ability to not, I wanted to be protected. So I think I'm going to be using the Earthquake as much as I can, because it means I don't have to rest as much, although I will have to rest to get the abilities back at some point, where I could wait to die and then rest that way. But again, we're trying to go for heroic, so I don't want to die. So that leaves me with 3 towers. And let's see. There's no way I can target, yeah, you can see all the towers right now. There's no way I can target both of those towers with 1 tower with what I have. So basically I have to decide how much damage do I want to do, and I also have to decide if I want to just go really early and bring out one of my one-time use heroes, because I do have two enemies coming from this way, and I cannot stop easily the double move on that one. I may not really even care about it. I mean, that's the thing. I just might not even care about that one. So let's see, what can I do? I also want to start upgrading towers, so I don't want to spend all my towers right away. And I have 6 diamonds. This will give, I'm going to be getting a 7th diamond here. So if I can get, I don't know if I want, yeah, I think I want to get a lot of level 1 towers for the next round, so I can start upgrading them all kind of how I want. All right. So I think what we are going to do is, what is their basic attack? If Magnus is on a building site, put an extra on the target horde. Okay. I wonder if I played that wrong last game. I wonder if I actually did the range on the right. Now I have myself questioning if when last game if I played Ilaria and Magnus correct, and if I did them as range, because I might not have last time, but maybe hopefully I did. All right. So here's what I can do. Well, no, unless I can kill something. I only want to use my heroes if I can absolutely kill something. So if this covers exactly 2 enemies, place 1 in adjacent horde. You may respawn your wildcat in your space. Yeah. So that's the problem with these guys. So if I can't actually kill something, they can be a waste because they only get spawned. So okay, that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna use Illyria now. We're gonna spawn her in. We're gonna try to take care of some of this. So we're going to use Illyria, we're going to spawn her here, and we are going to spawn her like this. And then, when she comes in, Wildcat gets summoned. And we're going to summon Wildcat on right here. Now, I can move Wildcat, but I don't think we're going to move Wildcat this time. Well, I might still move Wildcat, actually. Yeah, we're going to move Wildcat. We'll move Wildcat like this. And then we are going to use a mage. And let me move this up so you can see where I moved Wildcat. We're going to use them. Oh, so then we have to shoot, use her 2 shots too. Sorry. So we're going to shoot diagonal because her thing, can't really see it, but her basic attack is kind of forward, double forward, or to the diagonal left. Then she can shoot 2 and a 1. And then we also spawn the Wildcat, which is the kitty. And we're going to shoot this here like this. And this here like this, because we can shoot diagonal. Okay. Then we're going to spawn, we're going to use our mage tower. It has to be exactly like this. And then we are going to use our footmen. Actually, I could put the footmen on top of the mage tower. It doesn't really matter. To do the last 2 damage, like this. And I think we're going to hold on to our artillery, and we're gonna upgrade it. So that's what we're gonna do. So we are going to trade in our artillery. Oops, wrong slot. And get a howitzer. So we went from a level 2 to a level 3 tower, and that is it for the turn. Okay, so we played tower and hero cards, so that's done. We're going to destroy horror traits. I don't know if the order matters when you destroy them. I doubt it does, so we're going to destroy this one first. And he's protected, so he takes no damage. And she's a one-time use hero, so she goes away and can't be used for the rest of the game. So that's it with that. Both these guys give me one diamond each. Most of the cards give 1 diamond. There are some cards that give 2, but you know, I'd say 90% of the cards give 1 diamond. So that's it. That's everything for the horde trays. We're going to advance. Since we covered up the swift here, they're just going to advance 1. I don't think they ever turn. I think they're always faced this way. Then we're going to pick up our tower and hero cards. So we're going to get this back, these 2 back. And then I can spend crystals right now, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend all 8 of my crystals to get 1 of each tower type. Oops. So it should be noted too, if I decided I wanted to start on easier mode, like let's say I'm having a really hard time with the game. If you start like on the easiest mode, you get 2 extra diamonds to start with. So since I'm never doing that, I'll be never getting that. So that's just something to note. That's a unique one, and this is a unique one. So we have 2 archers, 2 mages, a level 1 and a level 3. These are our towers that we have right now. We spent all of our diamonds. I could have bought a level 2 tower with 3 diamonds, but you know, I think we'll just try to do it with time and trade it. Also, we lose Kitty too. Kitty goes away. So Kitty was a nice little addition, but Kitty is gone now. So now before we spawn in stuff, we are going to, whoops, we're gonna do that. We have to now pick what color we want to get rid of this time. So last time we got rid of purple. So this time I think I'm going to get rid of yellow. Not sure if this is the smart move, but it's what we're doing. Mostly because there's 2 greens here for this one and for this one. So I don't know. And then now we're going to spawn in new hordes. So first we're going to draw this. And so far this is more of the same. And then, so again, nothing really new from these cards so far. We do have a portal coming up from that pile soon. So portals are the win condition. We have to defeat all the portals, and they have some additional rules. But yeah, this is what we have going on right now. So now I can start playing tower and hero cards, and I have my hero card right here as well. And what do I want to do? So now I have more stuff on that side. I still have Malik over here, so I might be able to maybe take care of most of this without much help. Maybe not. It really depends on how I decide to use him. He can only move 2 anyways, so he's going to kind of be stuck in this area unless he gets pushed that way. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to leave this for a future turn, and so I can get him back over here, because that's his problem. He can only move 2 spaces. So if I move here, I'm going to be stuck in this area for a while, and I'm not going to be able to run back over here anytime soon. But it might just be what has to happen. So let's see what we could do over there first. I think focusing on the top right now is the play, and then we'll worry about the bottom with Malik. So I have this howitzer, which I think we're going to use, but I don't think we're going to be able to take maximum advantage on either of these cards. We're going to end up over killing something, but the question is, do I want to put it here or do I want to put it here? I have 2 mages. If I use a mage, I can either put a piece like this, or I can put a piece like this. Both of these shapes are not great, although from here I can fit it perfectly up there. So I think we're going to do that first, and that will probably help us determine what I want to do next. So I think we're going to use one of our mage towers to do this, because this fits nicely right here, which kind of helps us cover that up a little bit. So I think if I use my howitzer then like this, I have the most flexibility. I do it like this because I can take a big 3 and just kind of cover this up. And then I have a 2 that I can use, and I can flip this however I want. And I think I'll probably do this and just take care of that little 2 piece right there. So next, what do I want to do? Can't really take full effect of this mage tower, and I think I want to upgrade a mage tower. So I don't think we're going to use that. I think we'll use 1 archer and our footmen, and I think that's all we're going to do this turn as far as towers over here. So I think we're going to let this one shoot forward twice. Fortunately, I think that's what we're going to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate this one. You know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe we leave that alive. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave that alive. We're going to try to get tricksy with these guys. We're going to try to let this skip over this one to get here, so that Malik actually has something that he can go back and fight next next round with his basic attack. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're not gonna do. We're gonna upgrade. We're gonna upgrade a lot of stuff this turn. I think. I do need to figure out what I'm doing with Malik now. So let's come down here and figure out what we're gonna do with Malik this turn. I think with Malik is pretty straightforward. We're gonna do this. Then we are going to use its Hammer Time ability, which basically lets us refresh our Earthquake ability. So we're going to flip this over. So now we have Earthquake again, and Earthquake lets us do one of these L-shaped damage pieces, and we're protected again. So if we kill this turn, then we're not taking any damage. We're going to use one of our archers on this purple spot right here to do a little 2 damage like so. And then we are going to use a regular militia. We are going to use an upgraded footman to just... Actually, no, I wanted to use the upgraded footman over there. Forgot what I was doing. You know what? We're going to use a bombard tower. That's what we're going to do this 1 last damage. So this horde's taken care of. And then we are going to upgrade everything else. We're not going to do any more damage to anything. This way we can get a bunch of level 2 and level 3 towers. Unfortunately, well, we don't know what the portal says yet, so we haven't looked at the portal card. So we're going to have to just play it by ear and see what happens. So let's zoom out and see what happens next. So next, we are going to destroy horde trays. So this is going to get destroyed. He takes no damage because he was protected because of his earthquake, but we are now out of earthquakes and special powers. So we are either on our turn using our basic attacks and taking some damage, or we are going to recover, and we're probably going to use our basic attacks and take some damage and then recover on a future turn. So that's done, and we are going to get 1 diamond for that, and that's it. That's all we eliminated this turn. So then we're going to advance the horde trades. So first, this is going to advance once, and then this is going to advance twice, like this. So this is really close to leaving, but we kind of did that on purpose because now we can get him closer. Although I just now realized too, stuff is going to spawn on him, so he's going to get pushed down anyway. So I probably didn't need to do that, but it's fine. I also, again, I should have done this during the turn, but you're supposed to upgrade the cards. I, for some reason, always want to do it at the end of the turn when playing solo, but I'm supposed to upgrade all. I should have done all these during the turn. So we now have a level 2 marksman. We have a level 2 adept. We have a level 2 footman, and now we have a knight. I just went from 1 to 3 because I have the 2 right here. So these are all upgraded. Okay. So we destroyed our horde traps, our horde trays. We advanced them. We're going to pick up all our cards now that are available from the board. We didn't get anything destroyed, so we have all of this right now to use. I don't know if the 3D castles are easier to grab, but these plastic pieces are a little hard to get the pieces. So, all right. So let us zoom down here so we can see what we have. So I cannot buy any new cards. So I'm still at 8 towers. I have all kinds of level 1, level 2s. None of these are duplicates. So how can I? Okay, we'll do it like this. It's this spawning here. We'll do that for a second so you can see. We got these 2 and then this one right here. So level 1, level 1, level 1, 2, 2. These are our level 3s and a level 2. Okay, so they all do different things. They all do a little bit more damage or have more flexibility with how the damage goes out. This is what we have, just so you guys can get caught up on the cards that I have. So we're going to pull this back now. And all right. We now are going to spend crystals. We don't have anything that we can spend. So now we have to choose the colors. So this turn, I think I am going to just go back to eliminating purple, because I think next turn we're going to want purple. So I don't know if portals can have swifts, like the swift enemies on it, but I do know that it's going to take a couple turns to kind of kill it. So we're probably going to want purple free next turn to be able to do some damage, unless I decide to do some damage early, which I don't think I'm going to do on this person. It depends on what we have. I don't know what we're going to see. So let's spawn stuff and see, so we have an idea of what's happening. So we're going to spawn in this portal. So, oh, well, this portal can be damaged by level 1 towers, which is different. I thought it was always 2 or above. At least in the last one, it was 2 or higher. So that's different. So this one has two new types of enemies. So this one has, we have names, magical resistance, which means that I cannot use a magic tile to do damage on this spot right here. This one is the healing one. That's the one that both is tied to our iron challenge qualification. Basically, let's just, as an example, let's zoom up so you can see, so you can kind of understand what these do. Let's just say I did this next turn. If I don't cover that, then when everything activates, I think it's when everything activates. Yeah, so it's when everything moves. So let's say this is how we finish the round. When this moves forward, because this healer is showing, I would have to get rid of all the damage on the tile. And let's just say that this was, the final movement for everything. I would have to get rid of everything off of this tile too. All this damage that I put would get healed if I decide I'm playing by iron. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Normally, the rules want you to say, I'm playing iron mode, so that the rule's just an effect. I'm going to play it as, I'm going to play in iron mode unless I think it's too hard. And in the middle of the game, I'll say, you know what? Iron mode's deactivated. I don't qualify for anymore, and it doesn't heal anymore. Again, it might save me some plays if I do it that way. I don't think it really changes too much. Maybe it does. I don't know. But that's the way that I'm doing it. I have a lot of other games to play. So yes, that's what I'm doing. So that's what that is. So if I'm going to do damage to this at all, I need to make sure that I cover up that first. And also the way portals work is heroes cannot do any damage. So only towers can damage this, but only the level in the center can damage. So this one's a little bit weird. Level 1 towers can damage this, so it's not too bad. But any towers that do damage it, they get destroyed and I lose them. So that's the other kind of thing that you have to pay attention to. So that's why I'm allowed to have so many towers right now, because a bunch of them are going to get destroyed. And yeah, so we're going to spawn in down here. All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on in this one. This is going to move my hero. So if I don't kill these two, I'm probably going to end up taking town damage from here, kingdom damage from here, because this will just spawn into here and then get pushed off. Probably going to have to spawn in a hero to start taking care of this. I'm not 100% sure yet how I want to do it. All right, so I chose my colors, I spawned in hordes, so now I can play towers and hero cards. So I think I'm going to do what I wanted to do before, and I'm going to use my hero. I'm going to cover up these 2 spaces right here. And no. I'm going to cover these 3 spaces. And I'm going to do my basic attack. And the basic attack, basically what it lets me do is it lets me use a 4-piece like this. And any empty spaces, so like for instance, this is covering 2, right? I guess we'll do it like that. It's covering 2 enemies. Well, I'm not sure if you can actually see. Let me zoom up so maybe it's a little bit clearer. I can never tell how easy it is to see. But yeah, this is covering up 2 enemies. So because it's covering up 2 empty spaces, I can kind of like splash damage to an adjacent horde. So I'm going to cover up these 2 right there. So that was my reasoning for wanting to get them closer to each other, so I could do that. Although, if that's the best move, I don't know, but I can't use my special abilities right now. I am going to end up taking damage whatever I do, because this horde's probably going to die this turn. And this is not the greatest arrangement, so we are going to end up using our level 3 knights right there. The knights, and again, any of these soldier buildings, you can build 2 towers. So I can put down a soldier building and then put down a regular tower on top of it if I want to. I'm not going to need to, because since this is level 3, I can just do this and everything is good. Okay, so that's taken care of. Malik's gonna end up taking a damage, so I'm gonna have to start healing at some point. But I can use my basic one more time before I have to worry about that. All right, so now I have to decide, do I want to try and kill this portal this turn, or do I want to wait until next turn to go after it? Really depends on how much damage I think I could do to this turn, and if I want to bring in one of the other characters to do this. Well, let's use our howitzer first. Howitzer is actually not too bad for that, but let's try to maximize damage on this. I don't think we need to go after the portal yet. So we can get maybe some more diamonds, get a couple more tower upgrades, and then we can start going after the portal. So we're going to do this, and that's all we're going to do. With that, if I bring in Magnus, I can put Magnus here. Magnus's ability is, he's on a building site. I can put 2 of his damage out. So I could basically do something like this. Just trying to figure out what is the best orientation for this stuff. Because I can then use my adept here. And that's going to let me basically do this. Now, unfortunately, you know, the other option is I could have just put him on here, but then he gets booted, and unless I can kill the whole tile, that's not optimal. But he can only shoot adjacent once, so it's a little bit harder to use his ability unless you're getting a stream of adjacent stuff. So now my question is, do I want to try to cover up these with footmen? Because footmen will lose their health, and it's kind of like a waste, but at least it will stop it from going. Or yeah, footman's the only thing I have left because I cannot build in these 2 purple spaces. Or do I just let him go down? And I think I'm just going to let him go down, and then we'll deal with it from over there next turn. I think that's what we're going to do. Because then I can upgrade all of these towers. Give me a lot more ways to tackle stuff. This damage will permanently stay on there, so that's not too bad. The only problem is I kind of set myself up to not really be able to use my hero efficiently next turn. Let me see if there's a different way I want to do this. Maybe I want to use my marksman instead, because this has to stay like this. So if I use the marksman, yeah, but the hero can't hurt the portal. That's the other issue. Decisions. There's a little bit of crunchy decisions to make. So I did forget, since I haven't damaged that portal this turn, I might just have to damage that portal so it doesn't advance twice. I think that's the other thing that I want to make sure, and it doesn't heal. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're still gonna. I'm gonna hold off on this. I might not do this. Let me do this. I'm gonna end up losing this early. I don't love it, but it's a pretty efficient usage of this, of what this can do. And since it can be damaged by level 1, I can just rebuy it back. This way it won't advance. Sorry, I use this mage tower to put an L block there. This way it won't advance, it won't heal, and then I can spend a little bit more time dealing with that tower. Just trying to figure out if I want to spend this, or if I want to just get this upgraded to a level 3. And since I don't think I'm going to cover all of these spaces this next turn, I think I'm going to hold off, and I think instead I'm going to upgrade it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm locked in. I'm going to upgrade all my towers real quick. So we are going to get a level 2 archer, marksman. We're going to get a sharpshooter now. We're going to get a wizard, which is the strongest form of that. We're going to get a level 2 artillery, and we're going to get a level 3 knights. And now we are capped out on level 3 knights towers unless we lose them. But I don't think you can lose these towers because you can't attack portals with knights or heroes. So, you know, unless there's some other mechanic in the game that I don't know about, I don't think you can lose these. All right, so we're going to advance all the horde. We're going to destroy horde trays now. So first we're going to destroy this one. Let's zoom it back. And whoops, lost a piece. Got him. Almost went on the floor. I have a dark colored carpet underneath me, and it's always really hard to find pieces when you drop them, and it always makes me sad. So he's going to end up there, and we're going to get 1 diamond, and he's going to take a damage. So Is this his first damage? First damage, right? I think so. Yeah, that's his first damage. Okay. He can take 1 more damage, and then I gotta worry about healing him. This is gonna go away. It's very easy. Like I imagine most people, when they're not recording, you know, just forget and don't think about it. When I record, I'm thinking about it even more. This is his damage. He goes over there. And actually, what did I just do? Why am I taking damage off? What did I just do? How did I have it? I had it like this? Yeah, sorry. Brain fart there. That stays on. Okay. So we're getting another diamond out of this deal. Okay. Now, we're going to advance. We advance this one first. And then this one's going to advance twice. And this is going to shift him over once. And I think we'll shift him there. And then we're going to pick up all of our tower and hero cards. So now we have a level 1. Actually, this got destroyed. I got to remember to flip it over. This got destroyed completely because it attacked the portal. We got 2 level 3 knights. We have a level 3 and a level 2 physical damage cannon stuff. He's going to go away. Magnus is away. So all we have left now is Ignis as backup, as a backup hero. And then that's it for backup heroes. And we still have a pretty large stack of stuff to go through. So don't know if I'm doing things wrong. I'm going to spend 2 diamonds to get a mage tower back. Just trying to stay diversified right now. And I have 1 more diamond left over then for future turns. And that is it for all of that. And now we have to pick a new color. And I think we are just going to pick yellow. So we're going to move all these to yellow spaces. Hopefully isn't a mistake. No. Well, actually, it might be a mistake. No, we have our knights that can help us deal with this. I think so anyway. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake, but yeah, I think we're going to go with yellow because now we have purple for the portal and whatever else is coming out. So now we are going to spawn new hordes. So we're going to spawn over here first. This one's got a bunch of Healy stuff on it, so that's going to be interesting. And this one also has a bunch of Healy stuff. So now we're dealing with a lot of Healy goblins, and they're much more spaced out than that portal is. So I don't know what the priority is going to be. So we get to play tower and hero cards. So first things first, I have to do this. I mean, I don't see any other way. We're gonna put Malik here. We're gonna use his power. He loses, you know, there's a damage there that we can't really take advantage of. I could use a sharpshooter to solve this problem, but I think we're just gonna use the knights because that lets us build here if we need to. Because we can build on top of that. And we can't upgrade the knights anymore, so now it's in our best interest to use them every turn if we can. Before it wasn't because I had to upgrade them. Maybe it might be good to even like try to get 1 more knights. They're probably pretty good for these. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think overloading on knight cards or soldier cards might be really good for solo. All right, so now we gotta deal with the portal. And there's only a few ways to deal with it. Problem is I have to destroy something. And the question is, do I want to get rid of lower level cards to do so? Since I can buy them back, that might be the play. Like maybe yeah, that's what I'm going to do, I think. Well, if I can, that is. I kind of set myself up in a position where I can't this turn. But maybe I do it next turn. All right, so I think maybe we just focus on these. I could do this one this turn. So I think we'll do that. I hate to see it, but my plan was to use the howitzer to do a lot of damage. But it's a level 3 and we don't need to destroy it yet. Why destroy it? So we'll do it like this. We'll do the artillery at the top. Zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. But I don't need to, right? Don't need to do it all in 1 turn. Well, actually, I have to do it this turn because the artillery is not going to get another shot this directional. So yeah, we have to do that because we have to cover up that mage. And then next turn, I mean, I don't know, maybe I just do it this turn. No, next turn I can use a marksman to take care of the rest. which means I want to use my marksman this turn to deal as much damage as possible. So what we're going to do is I think we are going to do a howitzer. Or just do that, and we're not going to do any damage diagonal. We'll just do it like that. And then we are going to use this marksman, like so. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get a lot of damage out. And I can flip this however I want. So we'll do, guess we'll do this corner piece for this turn. And then I have this sharpshooter right here. And that lets us shoot three shots anywhere we want. And yeah, okay, this is gonna work. We'll do 1, 2, 3. You can shoot twice over. And then we have a knights that we can just play on top of any of these towers. We put down 3 more soldiers. We'll do 1, 2, what happened there? One of my soldiers. That's not cool. I don't know what that is. So we'll put that on the side. 2, 3. I think there's a limited number of soldiers, so I should probably count to find out what's going on there. So if I'm missing 1 soldier, I guess it will only matter if I ever get that many soldiers out, but who knows with how much I have going on right now, I might get that many soldiers. All right, so I'm going to be getting 2 more diamonds. So I'll be able to buy back what tower? I should be able to buy this tower back. This is going to get destroyed. I gotta remember to do that. And I can start upgrading it again. Then I think we're going to do no damage to this tower down here. I think we're just going to let it sit. Probably could have done this a little bit more efficiently, but it is fine, I guess. I should have used this wizard this turn more efficiently. Can I do that still somewhere? That's already level 3, level 3, level 3. I mean, I could have this. Doesn't change much, but it changes a little bit. So we're going to undo this marksman. We're going to use this level 3 wizard. We're going to get rid of this thing. And we're going to replace it with this thing. Same outcome, but it lets me upgrade my marksman. So, all right. So we are going to upgrade these guys. Level 1 to a level 2, level 2 to a level 3. That is it. And then now we get to destroy horde trays. So this is going to get destroyed. Our hero takes the damage. She's at 1 health. Now, again, if I want to qualify for heroic mode, I can let him die. But if I let him die, I can't bring him back. So that's something that I have to think about. Maybe this next round, I just move off to the side and I heal. Did I kill this? Why is this here? All right, this is what I just pulled off the board, right? Yeah. Man, it's amazing how quickly your brain can betray you in memory. All right, so we get a diamond. This one that spawned in here is dead. Maximizing our level 3 towers to do it, but I'm gonna have to start destroying my level 3 towers now on portals, which is sad. But I do get a diamond, so I'm at 3 diamonds. I have to advance the hero trays, the horde trays now. This one's gonna advance first. Luckily, this one has no double. Both of them have no doubles, so they're just gonna end up there. And then we spawn in new. No, we don't spawn in new stuff. We pick up our cards now. So this gets destroyed. And I think we're just going to buy this one back anyway. So I'll pay the 2 diamonds now. And get all these cards back. Okay. How are we doing on time? We're about 45 minutes in. Okay. So zoom in down here. This is what we got going. We got 2 level 3 sharpshooters. We got a wizard and an adept. We got an artillery and a howitzer. We got 2 level 3 knights. So these are all high level things. We spent our crystals, so now we have to figure out colors. And I think we are just now going to cover up purple this round. Maybe not. Well, I forgot what I had covered, so now I think I'm stuck with that decision. That might be a mistake because of this, but we shall see. Let's see what spawns. Can't change our mind now, and I wasn't paying attention to what color I did last round, so. Okay, so we have a new portal. This portal does not advance fast, so that's good. It has 3 heroes, 3 healers, 2 can't take magic, and this one can't take physical. So this stops magic and this stops physical. So physical I believe, is basically archers, and the red ones, they're both physical because they have the swords. So this one's going to require teamwork and can only be killed by level 2 cards. Okay, let's spawn. Actually, I was supposed to spawn up here first, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And then this one's got a lot going on. This one's a speedy one, has healers on it. Yeah. And then this is our last portal that's going to come out after that. So after that, if we can get rid of these portals, we'll be good, but I'll be losing a lot of towers, and I'm not going to be getting any income from that as well. So we're going to be kind of getting to a point now where I have to kind of be efficient with my towers. So I'm probably going to try to kill these two one more round, and then take this out next turn with one of my towers. But if I do that, I have to make sure that I stop all the double activation there, or kill that tower this turn. So let's see how efficient we can be with our towers. Because the more towers I use on the non-portals, better chance I have at survival here. The problem I have here is this has healers on it. Sorry, I'm pointing to something you can't see. Problem I have here is this has healers on it. So this will heal, if I'm playing by iron rules, this will heal this. So I have to kill all of this. I have to make sure I destroy this or put no damage on both. That's really what I have to pay attention to. So I think we are going to not use our hero this turn, and we're going to heal him back up, and we're going to get his powers back. Hard with everything that's going on the board, but that's what we're going to do. Question is, do I want to move him? Yeah, I think I want to move him here before doing that. Because I might end up building towers here, and if I build a tower here, and I don't know, there's potential that he could get stuck somewhere, so we're just going to move him out of the way. So what is next? Well, we got to figure out how we want to tackle these. So this might be the round for Ignis to come out. What's Ignis's power again? If this covers exactly 2 enemies, place 1 on each adjacent horse. That doesn't really help us. So we just basically want to maximize his damage is what we want to do with him. So whatever we do, we want to kill whatever comes out, because otherwise he gets despawned and we lose his stuff. So we're going to spawn him here, I think, and we're going to use his ability like this. It's a local one, so it can be flipped however it wants. I think we're going to use a wizard tower here. Don't think how I use it matters. We'll flip this. Sorry, let's zoom up so it's easier to see what I'm doing. We're going to flip this like this, and then we're going to use a knight tower. You know what? Well, doesn't matter, but let's play it safe. We'll put this over here, and then we'll put this on top. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So thank you, Ignis. You were helpful. I appreciate it. So that tower is taken care of. So let's focus on what we can do down here. Again, I'm trying to maximize towers, but if I don't have to use all my towers, then maybe this is the turn to kill that. Can I do that is the question with what I have? I cannot. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I can do it with like a sharpshooter, but I can't do it with this adept. Well, you know what? No, we're still gonna do it this way. Okay. Didn't I buy back a tower last turn? I think I cheated. I think I used this and then I bought it back. This is supposed to be a level 1, or if I want it back, yeah. Yeah, so I cheated. This is supposed to be a level 1. Okay, there you go. So if you're watching and thinking, hey, what did wakasm do? Did he cheat last turn? I accidentally bought this level 2 tower back with 2 diamonds. I downgraded to a level 1. And I'm just not going to use it this turn because I want it to become a level 2. We are going to see if we can destroy this turn. If we cannot, then we're gonna end up doing no damage. So this from this point on, it's a simulation. Everything that I'm doing right here, I may not end up doing, but I want to see if this is enough to destroy everything that's going on here. Actually, we're gonna do. No, I want to upgrade this adept. That was the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is enough. Okay, we're just going to use our sharpshooter and our sharpshooter and our other knights. We'll put it on top of the howitzer like this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So basically, I can put these 3 however I want. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and we can do 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3. And that's going to leave both of our lower towers for upgrades. And that's it for this turn. Okay, so we played our cards. We healed our hero. We got our abilities back. So now we are going to destroy some hordes. We're going to destroy this one. And we're going to destroy this one over here. That means we're going to lose Ignis. Thank you, Ignis. All these soldiers die. This goes back. And that means we're going to end up with 2 more diamonds. So we are back up to 3 diamonds. Might end up just buying a level 2 tower for this next round. Okay. And then we've got to upgrade our level 2 to a level 3. Our level 1 to a level 2. I should have done that during the turn. Okay. Now we're going to advance our horde trays. So this is going to advance first. This is going to advance second. And we have to hope that we didn't underestimate our ability to take care of all this. And then now we're spawning in stuff. So we're going to spawn in up here first. We're spawning in our last portal. Oh, okay. It's not too bad, actually. Thought we were going to require level 3 stuff. I think that last portal is not too bad. I think we're going to be able to win this. I might have spoke too soon. I don't know. But that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. And then we got this card right here. And then we have 2 more enemies coming in after them. But all we have to do is defeat the portals to win. We don't really care about these. We do only care about them not crossing over the end. We finished the round. But yeah, I have not killed any portals yet. And now I've got 3 portals to deal with. So even though I said I think we got this, this one might still be a problem. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure that out. So first things first, I get all my cards back. I get my knights. I get my howitzer. So just as a recap, I basically have 2 level 3 archers, sharpshooters, 3 level 3 wizards, a level 3 and a level 2 artillery, 2 level 3 knights, and I have 3 diamonds in the bank, which means I can buy a level 2 tower, which is what I'm going to do. And the question is, I don't know what level 2 tower helps us the most. I'm going to guess it's probably a marksman that will help us the most, or the knights. I mean, the knights just basically lets us take care of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Problem is, okay, so here's the problem. I mean, I haven't really lost a lot of towers. I'm assuming mathematical wise, you know, there's a way to cover all this without losing all my towers. But every tower that attacks these guys, I will lose. I have to try to be efficient with what I have going on. All right, so we did that. We spent our crystals. We're going to pick a new color to not build on, and this is the hard part. Both green and yellow look like good tower spots to build upon, and chances are I'm going to want to build on yellow this turn. So we're going to block green, unfortunately. Where's the other green? Green, green, green. There's only 3 greens. Green, green. I guess this is the first time I'm blocking green this turn, but yeah, okay. Alrighty, so new round, new turn. So first, our hero can only go after this, so this is what he's gonna do. And I do not really care about not taking damage this turn, because I'm fully healed up. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do my basic attack and get a full on that. Now we have to take care of this turn, so that's why I got this marksman. And we're going to do that from over here. So this marksman can attack over there. I guess I got to zoom up so you can see that. So this marksman can attack here. And I can flip that however I want. So that tower we just purchased is going to get destroyed this turn. But we are at least killing this portal that's been sitting out here for a long time. Now comes, how can I maximize what I need to do? I mean, we have this howitzer. I think now is the time we got to use it. Unfortunately, like, it's not going to be that great. I mean, I almost feel like it's better to hold it for that one, actually. All right. I think what we are going to do is the following. We're going to get rid of all our wizards. Take care of this other tower. And we're gonna get rid of a wizard. What are we talking about? Only one wizard right now. So we're gonna put our one wizard right here, I think. I mean, I could put it right here. We're gonna do this. And then we are going to use our sharpshooter. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna let this portal go down this round, I think. That's what we're gonna do. So both of these are gonna get destroyed as well. So we're losing towers like maniacs. Well, actually no, because I just realized we might have to roll things back because this has healers on it. And if I'm playing by iron rules, this is gonna heal this unless I cover all of them. You know what? I'll be able to cover them all up with the nice. I'm not worried about that. But this one I should have covered up. Problem is, do I want to use this sharpshooter this turn for this? Because then I'm going to have no sharpshooters. And I'm going to have to figure out how to do all this damage to that without any extra towers. This is new. Because I'm only getting 1 diamond from this. I'm going to have to kill another guy to get another diamond. Then I'm going to have to upgrade something else. I can only upgrade this. If I upgrade this turn, I can get some of the damage. But I need the sharpshooter for that, I think. Okay, no, I got it. I was right before. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, this is what we're doing. So we did this. We're using the sharpshooter. And we're going to use this wizard. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the damage that I'm doing. Oh, wait, never mind. That's why we have it like that. Tricky. Tricky. Alright, well, well, we're just gonna have to... Maybe I have to do it like this now. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We thought we were smart, but we weren't. I think I just have to use the sharpshooter, but I can do it next turn. I don't have to do it this turn, so let's kill this. And then we'll worry about killing this next turn. No, we can't do it. I keep because this is gonna heal. That's the problem. That's why I keep over. Okay, I have to use the sharpshooter this turn. We use the sharpshooter. We're gonna kill this. 2, 3. Hoping my math is not correct or incorrect. We'll use the howitzer just to get some damage down on this. It doesn't really matter which one I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. Everything matters and it doesn't matter. That's where we're at. We're at a place where everything matters and nothing matters. Okay. So we're not gonna be able to kill this turn. That's what's happening this turn. He's gonna die though. Man. If I don't kill this turn, he's gonna die. Because even though this is gonna go away, this is gonna move. And then if this spawns on him, he has to go to an empty space, and there's not going to be an empty space for him to spawn to. So that's a problem. Did we mess up? Did we ruin our ability to do heroic? Is there a way to fix this? All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip this over. We're gonna undo this. We are instead going to use our howitzer to do this. And we're going to use our sharpshooter to do this turn. 2, 3. We're going to leave this alive. And then we're going to use our knights to just finish this off. So this isn't healing, but this is staying alive. We need to get 1 more damage down on this with a level 2 building. Our problem is we're going to have to somehow, I mean, we have no towers. We're only going to have access to our knights, our sharpshooters, and these 2 towers to try to get 1 more diamond next round so that we can buy 1 more tower and destroy a tower, and then hopefully we'll have enough towers to deal with that. That's the only way I see this working. So hopefully we've not made a mistake, and we're just going to put knights all over this. We're going to get 1 diamond back. I should have not bought a level 2 artillery last round. I should have saved a diamond. That's what I should have done. Because then I'd be upgrading it to a level 2 this round, because I didn't even use it this round. So you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to say, my solo game, we're going to say I bought this. We're going to upgrade it this turn. Should have went with my gut before and just always spend the 2, because now we can get another tower. Actually, no, I bought a... That's not even right. Never mind. I bought a another archer that I used. I used it right here. So that was another mistake, probably. We're locked in. This is what we're doing. So we are going to destroy Horde Trees. So this gets destroyed. Taking 1 damage. Did I just make this mistake again? No, because we destroyed this. Okay. My brain is on overload right now. And we're only on the 2nd scenario. So I guess that's a sign of a good game. You got to be very thinky about it. Okay. So we're getting 1 diamond. We've got 1 diamond. We need to get 1 or 2 more. We can get 2 more. That probably solves our problems. We are getting a level 2 to a level 3 upgrade. So that's going to solve one of our problems as well. This portal's getting destroyed. Then we are going to advance. And advance. So we got to try to deal with that this turn. And we're not going to be able to do that efficiently. We're going to have to use our archers this turn for that, I think. And then we're going to spawn in all the new stuff. That's going to push him down. Now we're out of spawns, so that's good. But we still got stuff to worry about. Okay. Can't spend crystals, so we're going to pick up all our tower cards now. We get our knights back. We get our sharpshooters back. And that's it. This is what we have to work with. We're down to 5 towers. And we're going to be losing another tower this turn. We lost our marksman 2. We lost our wizard 3. We lost our sharpshooter. And then we have to... Oh, I was supposed to pick a color first. So we definitely weren't going to do yellow. So we're going to do purple. Purple. Okay. All right. So how can we maximize what's going on here? Oh, wait. And he goes twice. I did not realize that. That's probably if we lose, that's going to be why we lose, because I thought I had a whole extra turn to deal with that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did I just mess up again? No, this would have advanced first, and then this would have advanced second. When does the heal happen? Hold on. Because if that would have happened, I would have had to deal with that last turn too. Okay, so lucky for me, it's before it moves, so this would have tried to heal over here first, and then it moved twice. But still, not great. But also might be a minor blessing in disguise. And I'll explain why after. Okay, so this is what we got going on. We've got these 2 portals we got to deal with. We got to kill at least one of these to get some money. Probably going to only be able to kill one of them this turn though, if we're even lucky to even kill one. So we're going to see if we can even do that with our towers. And we got to kill this turn and cover this up this turn. So we're going to see if we can get all that done at once. It's going to be rough. I'm not sure how we're going to do it with the towers that we have, but we're going to see if we can make it work. So I think the obvious first answer is I have to do this. I have to do a sharpshooter here. There might be a better location to do it from. Maybe, well, I can always move these around if I got the location wrong, but we're going to do this 1 point because we're going to kill that tower. And I feel like whatever we do, we're going to have to cover up this turn, at least this, and I guess one of these. And we also have to cover up the 2 healings this turn. So we kind of have to cover up everything. So I'm not sure how we're going to even kill another one of these tiles this turn. Okay. 1, 2, 1. If that heals this turn, that's a problem as well. You know what? Okay, maybe not. Just realized I could do this. This might be the better play this turn. I can do this. And then I can do a 2 like this. That, I think, is going to help us win this game. And in fact, I think we can now win the game this turn and we don't even have to worry about it. It's amazing how just that one change of thought made me think we had to do a lot more than I needed to. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're gonna win no matter what. I think we're just gonna do this now. I was either overthinking it because it's late. I'm playing this at like 1 in the morning, or I was overthinking it because I was just overthinking it. I'm gonna put these two down. I'm gonna put this down, and then I could flip this however I want because it's a level 3. All of these are getting destroyed, and this will advance 2. This will advance 2, but because both of those are dying, it does not matter. Nothing's going to be healing this turn. I could try and kill this if I wanted to. I could basically use my basic attack. Then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as many knights as I can get. Feel like if you get like, I mean, you can see how the money economy is really tight in this game. I guess that's why like all the enemies in this are like curated. Like every deck is mostly like the designers picked the cards you're going to be fighting. They know exactly how much money you're going to be getting. So yeah, had I got an extra knight card, right, I could basically be killing one of these per turn in most cases. Because it feels like I'm always like too short. And because the knight cards can basically be built on top of each other, you can combine them with heroes, and you can just kind of like all in on a tile and let your towers deal with other stuff. But notice if I would have spent for one more knight card, I'd have one less tower. And I basically needed every single tower that I had to kill the portals. At least this game. Last game, I think I had a couple extra towers left over. But yeah, that definitely got more thinky at the end than I thought it would be. I haven't had my face showing this whole time. Oh no. What did I do? Did I break something? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I just realized I did not have my face showing that entire game, but oh well. Yeah, so that was definitely more thinky than I thought it was going to be. Again, I could have been overthinking stuff. I don't think I cheated. I did have 1 or 2 small takebacks. This is definitely the type of game that sometimes you got to put some stuff down and realize, oh wait, I could have done that a little bit better, But I don't think I cheated in any way where like I ruined the game or did something I couldn't have done. And the 1 or 2 times I did make a mistake, I think I corrected it. So again, if you were watching me play, let me know if I did. Otherwise, this is scenario 2. And based on everything, I beat it on heroic. And I beat the Iron Challenge because I did not have to... I didn't let anything heal, so it didn't matter. I didn't take any damage. I didn't let my hero die. And if he did die, I did not respawn him. So that's the requirements for 3 stars, heroic, and the Iron Challenge. So this is complete. The only time I need to revisit this now is if I want to come back to this and do the spider goddess mechanic on top of this, which... I don't really know how it works. I know you add spiders to the boards in some weird way, which means there's even more stuff that you gotta kill. But other than that, yeah. So far I'm liking this game. I'm curious to see how much more thinkier it gets. There's gonna be more spells added to the game soon, and more abilities that I can take, which might actually start making some meaningful decisions. For instance, like the hammer smash is pretty good. I might want to take that over the any one hero recovers an ability. So we'll see. We'll see when the game lets me take that stuff. At some point I think I unlock a new character too. And then I know the expansions have extra characters. And this is one of those games that, like, at least when I played the video game, I always wanted to play as the same character because I kind of mastered how they worked. But I can understand how for filming for YouTube, it might be more interesting for me to change my heroes around. Unfortunately, I think Malik is kind of the best hero to play as so far. Illyria might be really good, but her whole cat respawning thing I think might be a little bit too tricky for solo, since if you're going for heroic, you don't want to respawn your heroes, and I think you can't respawn the cat if you're going for heroic, which makes her really hard to use. Ignis is kind of okay. He's kind of like Malik. He's melee, so he'll be doing a lot of standing on the space and doing damage on the space. I think just melee in general is going to be easier. But maybe their special powers like make things easier than they look. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to switch my heroes yet. If that's something you really want me to do, I can do it. I just feel like if I switch to certain heroes, I definitely can't do heroic or iron, at least from what I've seen so far. I could be wrong. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe calling him in as a special hero will be enough. I don't know. So yeah, that is scenario 2 of Kingdom Rush, Rift in Time. Again, next we'll be doing With Might and Magic. No, the Time Warped Angel is the next one. So I'll update this tonight. So next time that we play, or next time I play, you can see my progress. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you like this, give a like, subscribe. Again, you probably saw it scroll on the screen a couple times, but it is super helpful to get that support. I mean, again, I know I'm just playing board games, but it is time consuming. It is a lot of setup. It gets very hot in here. It gets very cold in here. And my brain melts when I start hitting very thinky walls. But it also really, really helps when you tell me when I make mistakes so I can fix them. Or if there's anything else I can do better with how I have my table set up. I try to zoom in so you guys can read stuff. There's still some stuff I could do. If I get another camera, I can maybe like have my cards set up permanently in a different spot that takes up less table space. I can maybe do it over here. I don't know. There are other options of things that I can do that can make this even a smoother experience. But I gotta practice. I gotta set it up. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.